This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoydFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Sunday afternoon, live. Boom. Yeah, we're feeling saucy. Saucy.
Yeah, nice to be in here than outside.
We're feeling saucy because it's 24 degrees outside. The weatherman says it feels like it's 8 degrees.
It feels worse than that.
Feels
it's
like
getting
8
worse.
degrees outside there.
It was colder. It was colder now than it was this morning, leaving at about, it was been 6 a.m. in the morning.
Craziness.
I thought it was supposed to be better this weekend. I was wrong.
No, sir.
I should know better than to start trusting Mother Nature. She hasn't been too kind.
He's a little brisk out there.
I will say the squirrels around here, and even where I'm at, them boys are putting on some pounds right now.
Heavy heaters.
They're getting ready.
Haters.
That's how I know winter's not messing around right now, because the squirrels feel it before we do, and they are getting fat. So that's telling me it's going to be a bad one.
They are stocking up nuts. They are hiding peanuts. They are hiding shells.
I saw them couple of them start getting into it with the Finches.
Oh, it's like, listen, we're at that for that final week of thaw where you're not sure whether your winter supply is right or not. Yeah,
throwing hands for what's left.
Yeah, all hands to bed, man. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. You can't be a part of what we're doing. Text line's open 402-464-5685. You got a snow game on the terrestrial. It's a snow game. Bills and Bengals. The Bengal Tigers.
The Bills are coming back a little bit though.
Yeah. You know, it's snowing though. That's all there is, and it's just you get colder just watching it.
The Bills. That's the one NFL stadium though that if they don't want a dome, I'll believe them. I'll be like, you know what, we won't do it.
No, but they're going to dome. They're doming. As a matter of fact, that was a big part of the conversation on the broadcast was that this may be the last.
They are going to dome?
Yeah.
When did this one come through? I know the Bears are the Broncos, Bears, so now Bills too add the list for new stadiums.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. That this could be the last dome-free snow game in Buffalo, which isn't the case for Cincinnati, and it's not. I mean, there's still going to be places where you can get caught in the snow and get it done. But my goodness gracious, I wasn't quite prepared for that conversation. But yeah, you know, we'll do a quick recap for the National Football League, and give you some scores and updates along the way, and then set you up for an afternoon. I thought.
Also got some Husker football news. I imagine you want to get to.
Yeah,
as well.
We'll get to the Husker football.
Only because I slapped it on the title, so I don't want to mislead people.
College football, and then hoops. You know, it's Huskers Creighton.
Mm-hmm.
So there's plenty to go. But Seahawks lead the Falcons 23-8. Steelers lead the Ravens 26-16. Currently, Shador and the Browns lead the Titans to 17-14. He had 2 tutties in the first half. Jacksonville putting it on Indy 28-13. The Vikings shutting out the Commanders 24-0. The Dolphins leading the Jets 24-7. Baker and the Bucks 17-14 over the Saints, and the Bengals leading Buffalo 21-18. So you got plenty of that.
Real quick, I just this sticks out to me just right out of the gate though.
Yeah,
with the Cleveland Browns. The insanity that Shador is now playing and it came through injuries, like I know it's the Titans, give or take.
Yeah.
But think that Dylan Gabriel was locked in and there's no chance that Shador will ever get a chance until he got hurt is the most bizarre thing because the fans wanted it. He's looked good. He's looked better than anything Gabriel's put out so far. It just blows me away that they're going to get it right because they were forced to.
Well, I mean, you do understand that's if I don't teach anything about sports, it is that ultimately if something's wrong, it's the people at the top. Because the games, it's really hard to mess the games up.
Yeah.
Right? Because athletes are going to compete and try to figure out ways to get better at the things that they're asked to do throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, that's the Jets in a nutshell, regardless of the talent on the field.
Right. The talent on the field, as Jay Foreman likes to say, you can't fake football.
Mm-hmm.
So in that particular case, you either make plays or you don't make plays. And sometimes it's that the scheme is too difficult. Sometimes it's you're just not good enough. But that's the exception, not the rule. Too many times, executives get in the play. My disengagement and disconnect from the Washington Commanders was not based on play on the field. It was based on
ownership,
the ownership and the decision-making process of the people who were in positions of power. And quite frankly, they weren't as good as the talent on the field. And you could tell me at any point that, again, Washington was middle third of the NFL when it comes to talent. But the reality is that they were absolutely bottom third when it came to executive power and decision-making. And so you have to look, if it looks like a team should be more talented or should have more wins than they do, ultimately, it's leadership. And remember the Titans, he says, well, leadership attitude reflects leadership, Captain. That often, if it doesn't make sense, that's usually what it is.
Yep.
And
We've had a lot of examples lately. The Browns did the same thing with Baker Mayfield.
We can go through the NFL, and you can look at teams. I mean, again, if you're the Cincinnati Bengals and you're trying to figure out why you're fighting for the playoffs, that's a whole statement. If you're the Dallas Cowboys and you're trying to figure out with all the talent that the Cowboys – listen, I can despise the program itself, right? The star, the logo, right? I can call it the empire, but the evil empire. But the reality is when it comes to talent, year in and year out, there aren't that many teams that have more talent, position for position, than the Dallas Cowboys have had. And that's been the case for the last 20 years.
And how many Super Bowls in those last 20 years?
Well, it's not, we talk about playoff wins in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's generally what it is. And if you looked at the Eagles' talent for talent, you would go, the Eagles aren't more talented than the Cowboys. They're just more organized. They're better coached, right? I mean, there's different disciplines in place. The New York Giants have always had people. They always had bodies. But when you had the number one running back in your program and you dismissed him and got, Skittles for it, that's what I'm talking about. That's leadership at the top of it. So, and the same is in play for college football. We cannot bury the lead in that. In a time where people want to be heard and people want to have voice. I understand that everybody wants to feel like they're intelligent when it comes to sports. Everybody wants to feel like, you know what? I see it pretty clearly. I have a pretty good understanding of what it is. But as Anthony Lionheart-Smith says, the average fan knows 20% of all that they need to know to have a better understanding of what goes on in sports and in business. For the Huskers, I don't always have the answers, but I do want to get to the right question. And so I ask, what is the benefit of a Husker fan rooting against their own success? Like, what benefit is there to root?
There's none.
What benefit is there to root against a player? What benefit is there to root against a coach? And what benefit is there to rooting for the firing of said coach? Because every time that you are having that discussion, and there's a gospel that I come from, and they say, "Well, speak to your blessing, not your stresses."
Mm-hmm.
So, speak to your blessings, not your stressings. But every time you speak to it, you elevate it. And if Husker fans are spending all their time hating on assistant coach or a coordinator or both, what are you doing exactly? What is that for? Are you? I mean, this is the Husker fans. This is your soup. So why would you piss in your own soup? Why would you put poison in your own soup? Like, I don't understand that.
I can tell you. I mean, it's like Donovan Rail, for instance, has been criticized a lot through his entire tenure, and I understand why there's some frustrations, but at the same time, like when I look at that role, he had to go through Frost. And a little bit of interim when Frost wasn't calling the plays anymore. Then they bring in Lubick. Then they bring in Whipple. Then they all get fired. Then they bring in Rule, and then Rule gives it to Satterfield, and then midseason it doesn't work, so they give it to Holgerson. And then we get to this year with Holgerson, and we have one of the best rushing offenses we've had in some time. And we get Emma Johnson to an all Big Ten first conference team, possibly an All-American, and he's going to take the scapegoat for a lot of our woes. But I mean, the cards that he was dealt were not necessarily fair. I say all that to say it's probably tough to find an identity when not only do you have a new head coach 2 times in your short tenure here, you're going to need a new offensive coordinator every season and midway through every season.
An identifier of successful people is their ability to make decisions and have that decision be a right decision. And you don't get it. Nobody gets it right all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to criticize anyone too harshly, but I'm just trying to point
wrong, but if you get it wrong all the time, if you get it wrong all the time, where the person or persons who are making those decisions constantly have to make that decision, you're choosing the wrong people.
Well, clearly, I mean, I don't think they hire a guy hoping that they're going to fire him in a year or two, and then get the new guy fired in a year or two. Clearly, you can't say we made right decisions in those spots.
Well, it falls into it. Like I want to pay attention to, like, from a radio aspect, that I'm not hiring anybody to do a radio show, host a radio show who I don't see the skills in them for them to host a radio show. And then the things that they don't know, there are no polished gems when they walk in that door, but it's my job to be able to polish them up. Like, that's the job.
Yeah,
and
it falls on you if it's bad.
Right. If it's bad, then either I can have you in the wrong time slot, the wrong producer, etc. And then ultimately, along the way, you would go, okay, this doesn't work. It just
And
doesn't
sometimes
work.
that'll happen.
It just doesn't work. But it doesn't work for a variety of reasons. If you tell me that, you have to fire a coach because he's asking for too much money, that's different than you saying you're not capable and the situation stinks. Right? So we're losing games and you want more money.
Yeah,
right?
That's a clear disconnect.
That if you just tell me that you think you can make more money somewhere else, then you should. You should. But I'm not going to tell you that you can't do good radio. No, you're choosing who you're going to do good radio for. And then if you think your show is better somewhere else, then okay, go do it. I can tell you that it's not, but that's okay. That's okay, right? Because I'm a veteran in the space. I don't understand people cheering on the changing in the coaching staff, other than the fact that it gives you the feeling of
new hope, maybe
impact, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're firing coaches, that means your program is not in a ideal situation.
Like, have you fired a coach who won a national title?
No.
Have you fired a coach who won a conference title?
In football alone, we talking?
But you can go back in time where that's actually a thing.
Yeah.
And that leads me to that the fans aren't always right. Like, they're not, especially in this day and age where they're so loud and they talk so much. You hear more of it. But it's also that sometimes you're wrong in making the change that you want to make when you want to make it. Right? Because you have to determine, well, what's the standard? What does the job require of us? Does the job at Nebraska require that you win 9 games? Right? And if you don't win the 9 games, who's responsible? And ultimately, if it's not the person in charge or the person who is leading management, then it might be in the decision makers who are controlling how those folks do the job. Like, that's like me saying, you need to be prepared for the show, but I don't have Wi-Fi in the state. right. I mean,
do your best. Look outside the window, see what happens.
Right. Like, there's some things you have to provide, and then support that you have to provide. But what benefit is there to go and say, after 3 years of hyping up a player, immediately turn on the player? Because the player did what every other adult in the building has done, which was keep his options open. And again, I have a greater issue with how you do that. There is a way to do that. I would still say that if you're under agreement, right, and you've given your word to people, be of your word. Like, I can't say that I'm going to be here for the next year and ask people to leave where they are, come do radio for me, and then after 6 months, I bail.
Well, even if there is an agreement and like, say you're ex-player or ex-worker and you got some real problems, you don't like the direction it's going, at least that's kind of like, listen, I'm here till the end of my agreement, but this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the end of the contract, that's the purpose of the contract, is that I'm beholden to it, you're beholden to it, and then that allows us to settle in and do the work. Now, you give greater contracts to people that you have greater trust for, right? The 1 year becomes a 2 year. You know what? We're not going to have this conversation every year. I don't want to have this conversation every year. I don't want to have the raise talk every year. I don't want to have the bonus talk every year. We're going to just do a 2-year deal. Okay, you know what? We're going to do a 4-year deal. We're going to do a 4-year deal because, quite frankly, we don't want to have to renegotiate, right? And maybe we decide that in this system, 3 years is not enough to figure out transitionally how effective you're being. It might be a 4-year deal. Like, again, when you offer somebody a scholarship, a high school kid, when you offer a teenager a scholarship, don't you think you should offer them a 4-year deal, a complete deal? But because you haven't seen them play or compete or work at the level they're about to go to, you'd say, you know what? It's a year. It's a year. Well, the athlete may go, that's fine. That's fine. I'll earn my keep. Or some will go, well, okay, I'm going to remember that you only gave me a year, because at the end of this year, once I show up, prove out, I'm going to go get more money from somebody else and beat you. So we understand it. Those parameters are in play. The adults put it in play, and the young people are going to accept it. And then there are adults who are the overseers and the gatekeepers, right? And they may go, you know what? Just remember, hey, Harrison, remember, they only gave you a year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they only gave you a year. Oh, you know what? I heard him talking to Bach about you.
What did he say?
Right, right. So then it becomes, well, if that's what's happening, then you're not loyal to it. You're not loyal to it. Scholarships, Google 1-year scholarship, 4-year scholar offers, and what the legalities are. Because when somebody is offered a scholarship to Nebraska, is it a 1-year deal, 2-year deal, 4-year deal? What are they committing to?
Let's see. You can go from a 1-year to a renewable 4-year. You want Nebraska specific? 10 to 20K a year, but you can make it renewable. So I guess it's up to them if they want to have it renewable or not.
So it's year to year.
So you go in there, you can get it, but it is year to year as far as if they renew it.
So Harrison, dig this. The adults and the attorneys made it renewable. The player didn't make it renewable.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his lawyer. That's their lawyer. These are not mutual deals. The university.
Well, they have all the cards.
So,
like, try playing a poker game, and
house rules.
You get one card, and the other guy gets two.
Well,
and then he even pulls a third one from underneath the table when he doesn't what's on the table.
But the one guy holds the deck.
Yeah,
it's literally his deck. He can give you whatever card he wants.
Yeah.
So being mad at players and being mad at parents really doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, that's where the overseers always get away, because there's so many scapegoats between them and the product on the field. It's easy to get outside of the noise.
But the gatekeepers are taking credit for the result on the field. They're not playing the game or coaching the game.
No, I mean, it's the most easy, lucrative system ever. Like,
making a lot
you put
of money.
yourself all the way in the back. You're making all the money. Oh. You avoid all the criticism, but you show up when you're winning, and you get all the praises.
Bro, it is some weird business when you sit to say that you expect a teenager to commit and be loyal for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years throughout the course of recent time, right? Because you had the extra year. Some would have been advising people, you know what, go to a JUCO for 2 years. It's a 2-year deal. Then you can pick where you want. You can go where you want.
And you'll make more money. And now JUCO years don't count against
years don't count. So another year of maturity, another 2 years of maturity, a year of academics under the books.
I mean, if I'm a player, why don't I go JUCO?
We'll see, but these are the conversations, right? And if you're a parent and they're not going to fully commit to your financial wellness, then the better financial deal is generally junior college.
Yeah, because, I mean, coming out, we see all the time now, these, especially in the transfer portal, are not going for the guys that need a little bit of work, that have great talent. They're looking for, give me the developed guys. So if you're 2 years out of JUCO, you've been lifting, you're grown up now. Because again, they just look different after 2 years in college. It's a weird system we've got to set up here in the college landscape to where JUCO is going to be the better option. And in some cases, like if you're an elite 5-star,
but it could just be lower level. It could just be FCS, right? You can go down and play for North and South Dakota, right? You're still playing, but it doesn't count against your scholarship, right? Your eligibility time.
You're still getting paid for those 2 years, not as much, but
and then you have to. Here's the thing: anytime a player and or coach leaves, you have to ask the next question. Well, then what? Then what? Are you better off without? Are you adding through subtraction? And very rarely, because if you're telling me that, quite frankly, I need to get rid of this person, means you were wrong in that person in the first place. You were wrong.
Yeah, otherwise it'd still be there.
Like you thought it was going to work. That's why you committed to it. But it didn't work, which happens. Again, no great flaw. It's just the reality is it didn't work. So then you have to go find another. Well, you know what happens when you get another? You have to start over.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a new player, you got to start over. If it's a new coach, you got to start over. If it's a new coordinator, you really got to start over.
And if you're starting over all the time,
you're starting over the time. You never get it right. You're never getting it right. And you constantly have to renew resources. The $250,000 scholarship, the $65,000 a year, plus resources, plus athletic gear, plus meals, plus medical recovery, all those things, all the things you poured into that, go out the door with them. So if you have 12 players who leave, you just burned $1 million. And you're going to spend $1 million to fill those spots.
Mm-hmm.
And then another $1 million to get caught up to where you would have been with the previous group.
And then if ownership isn't patient, you don't quite catch up, and then you fire again, and now you're even further behind in the hole.
Is your offensive line coach familiar with the talent on the roster? Does he know what they do well? Does he know how they practice? Has he coached in the Big Ten? Is he aware of what works in Big Ten markets and what doesn't? Does he know the recruiting areas? Does he know the state? Can he recruit the state? Does he know Omaha? Does he know Kearney? So, no, you're going to start over, just like you did with previous coordinators and previous coaches. Because the coach will come and tell you, I have a pretty good idea about what I know, but I can't tell you about what I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Most coaches have no idea what they have no idea about when they come to Nebraska. It's not exactly a known.
When you're getting new coaches, when things are failing, do you try to find someone who's different than you, or do you try to find someone who's, because maybe we can get into the second segment because we're running out of time here, but do you go for a radically different voice?
I'm the coach. For a high school coach. I'm the high school coach you bring in when things aren't going well. Then you have to ask me the next question. What do they want from me?
Mm-hmm.
They want me to fix it. And my response to them is, fix what? What's wrong? That's the question.
What's usually the answer when you ask that before?
Leadership. Leadership.
Yeah.
Leadership. And there are 8 different tentacles to leadership. Right? So you have to be able to identify, is it what you're demanding of them? It's what you're telling them. Maybe it's in the communication. Maybe it's a disconnect emotionally. Maybe they don't believe that their coaches care, because quite frankly, a lot of coaches are 1 foot out the door, right? Maybe the coaches don't listen. The communication aspect of it, they talk down to, but they don't talk to, right? So the players don't feel heard. They don't feel known. Maybe it's the scheme. Sometimes it's the scheme. Sometimes it's the resources. Quite frankly, this neighborhood that we're in is not exactly built with big kids. So maybe we have smart kids, but not strong kids.
Yeah, we need to make a pipeline somewhere.
You got to go in and get to work. But that's what's happening here. And the Huskers are going to have to pull an offensive line coach. They make the agreement. He's got some stuff going on.
Out of Georgia Tech.
Got some stuff going on. Then you have to ask the question, how did he get here? Why did they choose him? Who chose him? And then what do you do with the position of quarterback? What do you do? What's your plan? Do you keep everybody that's willing to stay? Or do you go get somebody that can run what your new coordinator, what your new line coach is going to bring in?
I don't know.
Oh, you have a new defensive coordinator. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do with the talent on the roster? What are you going to do with the linebackers? Defensive backs who schemed under this thing? What do you do? Special teams players. What are you going to do? Yeah, a lot. You can tell the status of a program by the number of questions you have about it. We'll be right back.
The savings continue all November long at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They're extending their red tag sale with machines priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Plus 10% off snowplow kits, 10% off fly motocross gear, and 50% off all in-stock road tire. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered, all under one roof, with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for the holiday season.
This Black Friday, it is time to hit your goals before the new year even starts. At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, get 40% off our next 10-week challenge, plus 6 weeks for free to kickstart your fitness journey. Start training December 1st with kickboxing, strength training, and personalized nutrition. So when our official challenge begins January 10th, you're already ahead of the game. Spots are limited. Don't wait for January to make your resolution. Start strong now. Visit fxblincoln.com or stop by one of our 2 locations at South 40th and Yankee Hill or North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Stronger starts here.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Day specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, and as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. From now through the end of November, Ferndale fresh turkeys are just $3.99 per pound and in limited stock, perfect for your holiday meals. Plus, you can stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. With locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha, get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
If you're a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, let's see here. That in a time where players can move, coaches can move, everybody has a voice, everybody has a microphone, everybody has a camera, right? So you can make the statements and all of those things. And if we had said in June, hey, Emmett Johnson is going to declare for the NFL draft after leading the Big Ten in rushing, what kind of year did the Huskers have?
Incredible. We did it. We're back, baby.
We're back.
You telling us we outrushed Iowa? You're telling us we had 180 yards on the ground in the first half against Iowa?
If we said to you in July that Emmett leads the Big Ten in rushing, wins the running back of the year award, and Dylan is either going in the transfer portal or going to commit to the NFL, what would you say?
What happened? I'm panicking. Something happened,
right? Or if you said Emmett did all that, Dylan's gone. Just say Dylan's gone. What would you say?
If without watching the tape, I'd be like, wow, we must just became a pure run team.
Dominant.
Yeah. We just gave up on the passing game, and Dylan Real went on to a team that suited him better.
If Emmett had a year worthy of him declaring for the NFL draft, what would you say about the offensive line coach?
He did a phenomenal job. I said all this for anyone who listened at 8 in the morning. I kind of went through what we did this season rushing.
Oh, boy.
And we can talk about pass protection.
Oh, boy.
But you have to go back to Ozigbo for the last 1,000-yard rush.
When I constantly say to people, numbers mean, the analytics mean whatever you want it to mean.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because simple numbers right in front of you don't tell a complete story. They tell you the portion of the story that they want to tell you. But, sir. Oh, man. If we said back in September, hey, not for nothing, but women's basketball and men's basketball haven't lost a game, what would you say?
I can see it.
You can see it.
There's proof in the pudding last year.
You see it happen, right?
Yeah. I had less questions at the end of the basketball season last year for both men and women's.
If I said to you that Nebraska had a better record than Creighton going into to their meeting today,
I'd be curious. I'd be like, what the hell's going on in Creighton land? I'd say they're missing Kalkbrenner a lot. I could figure out that much.
If I said to you that Nebraska basketball will be undefeated and be a 5.5 point spread favorite over Creighton going into today, what would you say?
I thought things would be good, but damn, not this good.
This is a part of sports that just tickles me. It just tickles me because we get so lost in all the numbers, right? It really is the Matrix, which just all the numbers are raining from the sky, and some of them are different order, and some of them move.
Oh, we talked about that with Ohio State.
Okay.
Of not kicking the first time they had an opportunity for the field goal because the analytics say go for it. I know this is the greatest defense that you've played all year and you haven't been able to move the ball, but the guys up top doing the numbers say it's always worth it no matter what. Don't care about in-game situation.
Wait a minute. There's a scoreboard up there. You know why the scoreboard's up there?
So you know who's ahead and who's behind.
You know who has the most points. That's what the score. That's what that scoreboard. That's why every football stadium has a scoreboard. It has a scoreboard to let you know. On top of not every stadium has running stats, right? To tell you passing percentages and time of possession and turnovers.
A good old high school board, just the score on the clock.
What's the score?
Yeah.
What do they got? What do we got? How much time's left? Right? Because that matters more. That literally matters more. But we have allowed people to kidnap these sports we love and turn them into just bread pudding, man.
Huss wasn't wrong. I don't know if you guys were listening before. There was a moment where the Virginia coach was looking to his boys like, do I take this penalty? Do I decline it? It's like, You're the leader. If I have a captain that's, sailing down the ship with me and he's like, hey, which sail do we pull down here? I got no idea.
No. I've asked my players, what do they want to do? Right. But that was more inclusion. That is validating my decision and the things that we've worked on, because I'm never going to, because when I ask them what they want to run, it's down and distance circumstance that we've gone through 3rd and 1. We have a list of 7 plays that we're going to practice ad infinitum that week for 3rd and 1.
That's different.
So that in game, when we need 3rd and 1, we got a list. Which one do you feel best about? Like y'all out there, because I'm not out there playing. You're playing.
But that's different than you going out there saying, listen, boys, I don't know what to call here. What do you got?
I got nothing.
I'm clueless.
I got nothing.
Those are different.
Yeah, I just if you need to stop the clock, stop the clock. You don't. If you need to stop the clock, you don't wait to stop the clock. That was like,
all right,
right?
Stop
like
the clock.
Right? Like there's
too much time. I know that all too well. Nagy and the Lions Thanksgiving game
like
last year.
Don't save timeouts, like, because sometimes you'll win the game with the early timeout.
Yep.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes if you have a guy, if in baseball, if you need 2 outs or you need an out, sometimes you need to bring in the guy who gets the out in the 6th inning rather than the 9th inning. Like sometimes you just need to do that. Like sometimes you just got to go, hey man, I need an out, right? Or sometimes I need to pinch hit, because quite frankly, this matchup doesn't really suit me. But we're in a time where these coaches run away from a field goal. They run away from extra points. They run away from extra points at a level that I am just alarmed by.
Yeah, I don't know how the analytics took over football. I knew baseball, it was going to have a major effect. Football, surprisingly, taking an effect. And you see it in the NFL all the time, too. Well, the probability on this, if they go for it, and it's like, what is the in-game situation? What have you seen this game? That should tell you.
Score?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the score?
This game, and only this game.
There's ways to put points on the board. You can tell me, okay, do you need to run the clock? Is that what's happening? Because otherwise you need points. You need points. And then if you need points and time, you still need points. So we get caught up in the analytics and all the things that go on, but I think sometimes you just have to say the game is going to be played. Even if you think you're better, if Virginia and Duke could play 10 times, Virginia would win 8.
Yeah.
They just didn't win yesterday. That's the way it works. That's the way it works. Okay. Is that what we're doing? Yep. You can tell me Ohio State and Indiana can play. They can play 10 times. I would imagine they go 5-5 or 6-4.
Yep. In
either direction. Right? That's presence. But the moment you start chasing points, we always say, stop saying chasing points. You're chasing goals. You're facing a ghost you don't even have. 3 points on the board is 3 points on the board.
Sometimes they're even just chasing stats. Cristobal, Miami.
Especially
take the knee. They run the play, fumble it, lose the game.
When you need you were never down by more than that. So the field goal is magical. And if you take a field goal early, we've had this discussion about Nebraska not taking field goals early in the game. And you go, points on the board changes everything. Cindy Lauper said money changes everything. No, points on the board changes everything. Doesn't matter what sport it is.
Makes the other team tighten up a little bit.
Doesn't matter what sport it is, because you know what? It's one score. I don't have to worry about.
And how many times does not taking those early points haunt us in the second half when we're a field goal short?
It's phenomenal. I was looking at some of the reports about Creighton and Nebraska today, and 4:00 first.
The reports have been fun this year because they've been pretty high on Nebraska so far.
Well, I mean, because there are things that are done well that you should be able to copy and mimic.
Yes,
and that if you say that no matter who they've played against, this is the most effective offense in the country. This is the most efficient offense in the country. And they've played some teams.
The eye test checks out. When you watch them, you don't see a bunch of lucky shots going in. You see a good offense.
That Creighton, they defend the 3, which is the thing Nebraska does better than anybody else. They shoot the 3. Creighton defends it well. They're not exceptional, but they defend it well. But the problem is that they don't punish you with a bucket off the miss, which is how you would affect how when Nebraska gets in trouble. It's when the threes aren't going and the opponent gets buck wild in transition off the long miss.
Yeah, we saw that with Upstate. I mean, this offense is good enough to beat anyone, and at times, if it's struggling shooting, they'll be in some ball games.
And folks who are headed over PBA, they were talking about Creighton being one-dimensional. They don't generate a lot of fouls in free throws. And quite frankly, I can't imagine that they're going to beat Nebraska without going to the free throw line as much or more than Nebraska. I think Nebraska will attack on the cut, right? That Rank will get you some in paint action. Frager becoming athletic on the wing. I think there's some things in play. Yes, I think they'll miss Connor Season, but Creighton still, they are who they are at this point. So,
and you found some good 3-point shooting. Jamarcus Lawrence has been nicely finding his rhythm as the season keeps going on here.
And then she walks like the break dancer from the Olympics.
Oh man, I wish I had the camera. That is there is a lady walking down Lincoln right now, she is feeling it.
She looked like she was the exact woman wearing the same outfit.
Just them shoulders popping.
Oh,
too.
she was having a conversation with herself that you and I weren't invited to. We'll throw it a break. We'll close out 101. Get set up for the rest of Sunday.
The savings continue all November long at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln. They're extending their red tag sale with machines priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Plus 10% off snowplow kits, 10% off fly motocross gear, and 50% off all in-stock road tires. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location. They can't wait to get you set up for the holiday season.
This Black Friday, it is time to hit your goals before the new year even starts. At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, get 40% off our next 10-week challenge, plus 6 weeks for free to kickstart your fitness journey. Start training December 1st with kickboxing, strength training, and personalized nutrition. So when our official challenge begins January 10th, you're already ahead of the game. Spots are limited. Don't wait for January to make your resolution. Start strong now. Visit fxbeatlincoln.com or stop by one of our 2 locations at South 40th and Yankee Hill or North 70th and Vine. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Stronger starts here.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Hi, Charlie Stone here, and it's that time of the year again. Time for the annual Happy Honda Days at Honda of Lincoln. With me on the line, Andy Goodyear, to tell us all about it.
The exciting news is we have more selection and more savings. We have over 400 new 2025 and 2026 Hondas to choose from, with a great opportunity to get year-end savings on every remaining new 2025.
Do you have some Happy Honda Day specials?
Sure do, Charlie. For example, you can lease a new 2025 Accord Sport Hybrid for just $349 a month, and we have financing from just 0% APR. We've also included over 125 pre-owned of all makes and models, and as always, our certified pre-owns are in this sale as well.
Well, maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. From now through the end of November, Ferndale fresh turkeys are just $3.99 per pound and in limited stock, perfect for your holiday meals. Plus, you can stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. With locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha, get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
If you are a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, football, you're drunk. Sports is drunk.
I think sometimes
Go to your home.
we know what they're doing now.
Go to your home. I'll read a statement from Notre Dame. December 7, 2025. As a team, we've decided to withdraw our name from consideration for a bowl game following the 2025 season. We appreciate all support from our families and fans, and we're hoping to bring the 12th national title to South Bend in 2026.
Do you think it was the whole team, or do you think there's
it
like
says
some
the
third or fourth
it says
stringers?
The 2025 Notre Dame football.
So, all right,
the whole team.
So them, Kansas State's out, all different circumstances, but they opted out of their bowl game as well.
But why?
The Kansas State one, I'm not sure. I don't know if they just had that many players leaving, or they don't know. Obviously got some.
Why? Why are they leaving? Is that happening everywhere where a coach is switching? James Madison has the coach switching. They're going to play.
Mm-hmm.
They're going. I don't know. They're going to play.
I couldn't tell you.
They're going to play.
They opted
LSU's
out.
going to a bowl. They didn't even have a coach.
Ole Miss is in the college football playoffs.
It's just
they
weird.
don't even have a coach.
It's just weird. It's drunk. College sports is drunk. It's drunk and
with money.
Yeah, but if you Notre Dame, you're going to turn down an $8 million bowl payout to play wherever, because they would play somewhere nice.
Yeah, that'd be a big payout.
Like,
right.
It was $6 million to each team for the Music City Bowl.
Yeah.
So, and Notre Dame wasn't going to sniff the Music City Bowl. They were going to get into some real money. By the way, Vegas, 2.7 million.
Interesting.
Music City was 5.9. What are we doing?
So it'd probably be, how much would they make?
They were projected.
Sugar Bowl, probably, right?
Well, no, because Sugar Bowl is.
Well, I guess that's the.
Yeah, that's playing now.
Yeah. So it would be.
I don't know. That's fantastic.
I mean, they're turning down a little bit less than $10 million, probably.
Yes. It's just we're just going to take our Golden Dome and go home.
Imagine just being that wealthy and not having to worry about it.
Imagine not giving 0 F's about your fans and their experience and your players' resume and tape and all those things, right? That you just go, we're just going to throw a tantrum. We're going to hold our breath. We're going to kick our feet, and we're just going to go.
What's I'm saying? Was it the team, or there's some like third, fourth stringers like, I would like a chance to get on the field? And they just like kind of held silent because all the stars were like, nah, we're not, or there's the coaches. But there's had to have been guys on that team that
wild that the third quarterback at Notre Dame was just like, no, we don't want to play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you
play.
can't tell me everyone was in on not playing.
Come on, bro, you're Rudy. Your family hasn't even seen you take the field.
Rudy would be devastated.
Rudy would be crushed.
If Rudy was on that team, they're playing in that damn bowl game.
Rudy would be crushed. Rudy should be a starter in that bowl game.
He's not letting them not play that. He's meeting up with the coaches and saying,
you know who made the decision? Vince Vaughn and Rudy. The Vince Vaughn running back and Rudy who made this decision.
Just incredible. This is not the college sports that my dad
This is
talked
why you
about.
had the career you've had. This is why you're the third team running back in Notre Dame. Oh, good heavens. And oh, by the way, there's a guy that's asking for the Heisman Trophy from Notre Dame.
We don't need this game, though.
So much.
I forgot about that.
Okay, now
part.
Love has to win the Heisman just to go. We don't need.
We don't care anymore. This is random. Who's ever got the
way to go, Notre Dame? Oh, you made it interesting. They love us. Oh, by the way, PBA, Huskers, Blue Jays, go Big Red.